Hi coloring friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. In this video today, I'd like to showcase these Art Philosophy metallic accent watercolor paints. I had shown them in a video that I purchased, I think it's been 2 months now since I've had these, and I've gotten to use them a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of show them off a little bit because I think they're a nice budget option for a metallic watercolor paint. So I got mine from Hobby Lobby and I paid $14.99 for them. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show what we have inside here. So it's kind of nice because it comes with this tray. The lid is actually sort of a mixing palette that you can use to mix your colors. And then on this side we have all the paints. You can see I have used it a bit. And then we have the swatch card here that I made of the paints. And you can see they have a wonderful shine to them. I was really impressed. And they lay down nice and even. They're not patchy or you don't have little specks of, deeper color in there. They're very smooth to work with. So I am going to, let me move this to the side for a minute so I can show what we're going to be working in. So I have this book that I worked on this month. It's Mythographic Dream Garden by Fabiana Atanasio, and I worked on this page here, and I have all my pencil work done. And what I wanted to do was have some of these I see them as paint splatters, so I kind of wanted them to be shiny metallic paint splatters. The little bubbles I would like to do in the pearly white color that I have here in my palette. And then these little stars here I think I'll probably do in, I'm not sure, I may end up using a silver gel pen for that. We'll see how it goes once I have the other colors down. But that is the plan. So I'm going to move this back over for a second because this was a trick that I didn't know about watercolor paints until I started watching videos about them. But to get the best use out of your watercolor paints, you want to prime your paints with a few drops of water. So I have just a plastic dropper here. And I bought a big pack of these on Amazon, like probably way more than I need, but we did find other uses for them just in daily life, so they're not going to waste. But I will try to link the pack that I bought. I think they were like $3 for 100 or something. Um, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple drops of this into each one and kind of get that working. And then once that's had a few minutes to kind of melt into the paint there, we will get to going with it. And I'm not sure I'm going to use all of these colors, but I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. So we're just going to put drops in all of them. And then we will let that sit for a few minutes and then I'll be back to start painting. All right, I think my paints are ready to go. They've had a few minutes to sit there with the water on them. And I am going to be using this Transon brush number 5. And I really like this brush. It came in a set, but this was my favorite one in the set because it's a good size brush where it will pick up a decent amount of paint. But it also comes to a nice point at the end. So it's really easy to, get into the details with it. And I've actually used it quite a few times and I haven't noticed any bristles falling out, and the point is still very nice. It's still nicely shapen after use. So definitely a set I would recommend. I know I got them from Amazon as a gift. I'll see if I can track that down and link it below also because I would recommend those brushes as well. Okay, so let's see. I have not thought at all about what colors I want to put where on this. I think I want it to just be a kind of a mix of a rainbow of colors, like somebody just splashed a rainbow of paints at the page. So I think I'm just going to dive in and start adding some color here. So we'll start over here maybe. This little one. And painting is not, well, I'll say I colored more than I've painted, so it's kind of one of those things where it takes me a little bit of time to get the feel of the brush and, you know, get into a groove with laying down the paint. So this is definitely not a professional painting tutorial for sure. Um, but I was excited. I just kind of bought these paints on a whim when I was at Hobby Lobby. And, um, I was hoping they would be exactly what they ended up being. So I was very pleasantly surprised with the results of these paints. And I always think it's nice when you can find a more budget option. It's nice when things can be, you know, good quality but still accessible to a lot of people. But unfortunately, I have, a budget to think about, and, sometimes we can't just buy exactly what we want. So I was hoping to find it just at least a good alternative where I could at least get to use some fun, shiny metallic paints and, still stay within my budget. So, but absolutely, if I had the money, I would totally support the independent people who are making their own and selling them. I think I prefer to do that anyway, but B, they do look so fun. but uh, but so far these have been really fun to work with too, so I can't complain. I think I found a good you know, just a good substitution until the day when I've saved enough and I can try out some of those too. Um, and I don't think it's that they're overpriced or anything. I think they're, priced just where they need to be. But by the time you throw in shipping and all of that, it just, it's just not as accessible when you're on a budget. So this was a happy find for me. So I think I'm just going to go through a few colors and, um, just add them kind of sporadically around the page so that um, they're all kind of evenly scattered. That's the plan. I think I'm going to do this one down here in that minty green color. Yeah, so I kind of want to do some exploring now and see if they have other palettes. I'm pretty sure at Hobby Lobby they had like a, just regular solid colors in a palette that you could get. So I'm I'm happy enough with the quality of the metallics that I'd be interested to try some other things if they have them in their line. And I believe on Amazon I saw that they have gouache too, which I've actually never tried. So that would be another new thing for me. All right, so I don't know if you can see on camera that beautiful, beautiful shine that these paints give. I absolutely love them. Okay, so I think that's it for that. And I forgot to get myself a water rinse cup. So I'm going to run and get that real quick, and then I'll be back to do a new color. Okay, now that I can rinse my brush, there's a good thing to have. All right, so let me think, what color do I want to do next? I think maybe I'll go for this. I don't know what it is. I think it's the red in the rainbow. It would be the red color. And I think I'm going to go right here in the center with that one. There we go. Yeah, and like I said, I apologize if it seems like I'm the world's slowest painter. It's just not something I've developed a huge comfort level with yet. So yeah, so you can see it just lays down so nicely. I really, really, really like these paints a lot. So, been having fun with them. They're just nice to have to add, you know, these shiny accents to your pages. It's just like a whole new world of fun opened up. Okay, so you can see that there. So shiny and pretty. All right, let's see, where else do I want that color? So this page I actually colored all with my new set of Crayola pencils. Kind of another, I think I'm going to go all the way down here and get this here. It's kind of another little project I'm working on. I like to do, and I know it's been done. I'm not trying to be, you know, like I'm doing some brand new thing here, but would like to do a little sort of coloring review slash showcase video on some of the very budget pencils out there. So I think Crayola is definitely in that category of very budget. I got the 120 set that I have for, I think, $14. So yeah, definitely a good budget item, and I just wanted to showcase them myself and kind of talk about my thoughts on them for whatever it's worth. And yeah, so I wanted to get some practice with them and decided this would be a good page to do that on. I'm actually excited about this page because it is my first one I've ever completed in one of these Mythographic books. These books definitely fall into that intimidation category for me. So I have avoided, I have, I think I have two books in their series, but I have had the one for quite a while, and I have avoided coloring in it because of the intimidation factor. So it's nice to have, you know, really sat down and worked on a page now, and I feel like going forward it should be a little less intimidating for me then. Let's see, sorry, I'm moving this book all over. I just want to make sure, well, that you can see what I'm doing and how the paint lays down on the paper. And I want it to be close enough that, you know, you could get a good look at the paint going down as well. Went out of the line a little bit there. That's okay. So yeah, I'm happy with how the page has turned out. I'm hoping this paint splatter effect looks when I'm finished like I had intended in my head. I think I'm gonna switch to new color now. Yeah, I just that was the first thing I thought of when I saw this page, was that these were big paint splatters, and I don't know, I'm trying to remember what the actual page is called. Let's see if I can find that back here. Yeah, it's called Flower Dancer, so I don't know. I don't know what those were intended to be, but they're going to be paint splatters in my world, so. All right, I think I want to do a blue at the top there. So this big one here, we're going to make blue. So pretty. I love the blue. It's gorgeous. And yeah, you'll notice as far as I know a lot of people have issue with the hidden objects in these books, and I just kind of leaned into it and colored the objects as the object. I didn't try to, you know, blend them in or anything. But I did try to use colors that, uh, you know, coordinated with the page. So for the most part, I guess my nesting doll over there isn't exactly matching with the page, but I don't think she sticks out too much. But yeah, I just kind of decided. I mean, I don't know, maybe I like doing word searches. Maybe it's the word search person in me that is like, okay, these are little objects that are meant to be found, so it's kind of like a game, and um, we'll just kind of highlight them then. Um, but I can definitely understand where people come from, that they don't enjoy it, because if you're looking at this as, you know, this beautiful floral artwork, and then you have a random present sticking out of the flowers, I can understand where that would be um, not what somebody might want. It doesn't bother me though. This is one page where I feel like if the metallic paint portion comes out nicely, I almost would consider taking it out of the book and hanging it up, because I think it's pretty. It'd make nice artwork. I love Fabiana Atanasio's artwork anyway. I think they're very, very talented. All right, there's that blue splash. Let me think, where else do I want to add a blue splash? We're going to get one over here on this side. I might put it right by her there. So we'll do one here. I gotta make sure I'm not going to stick my hand in wet paint. There we go. All right. It's funny, it's so shiny, you kind of have to change the angle of your head to see if you've missed a spot. There we go. Nope, I think there's still a spot in there that I need to get. Right there. Yep. Now I think we got it. Sorry if my voice starts sounding scratchy. I'm still trying to get over being sick. I'm trying very hard not to cough. I guess we lucked out because it was not COVID. But then my daughter did end up getting what I think is the same thing I had. And then now my son has it, so it is just making its rounds through our house, and I am definitely over it. But I am thankful that it was not COVID and we didn't need to deal with all of that. So, okay, and then I think, let's see, I'm gonna get one of these down here too. Just trying to make sure that they're evenly scattered throughout the page. I think I'm gonna do it here. Do that one in a blue also. I'll do all the bigger sized ones in blue because I think the blue is my favorite of the whole set. It's so pretty. Yeah, after I finish this blue, I may just do maybe one of each of the other colors and then finish the rest off camera because I feel like I'm so slow at this. I don't want to be boring anyone as I slowly brush paint on a page. I'm getting on the black line there. Now, I did find that I can go back, and I like to use this TomBow Fudenosuke brush pen to go back over lines, and it will go back over this metallic paint because I did try that before, and you know, kind of clean up the lines on the page. So that I love those pens, and that works great for that. So it's not the end of the world that I'm kind of going on the line there because I will be able to fix it. Thank goodness. But I'm going to try not to because it's just extra work in the end when I have to go back and fix it. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like the way, so far I'm liking the way it's looking, so. So chronologically, I think you will probably end up seeing this as a finished page in my finished pages video for April before you see this video. So it's just the way things fell out. I didn't end up, this picture took me a while to do. So I didn't end up finishing the pencil work until, well, I'm filming this on the last day of April. So I want to get my finished pages video out, and I'm going to prioritize that first, getting that out, and then I'll work on getting this edited and put out. But hopefully that doesn't bother anyone. And I intended this video to be really more just showcasing the paint, so it's more about that than the actual pictures. But I thought this was a great opportunity to showcase the paint because it allows me to use a lot of the different colors and just have fun with it. All right, so I have the yellowish color now, and I think I'm going to do that here. That's a pretty one too. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I can't say enough how happy I am with this purchase. It was 100% worth it. And I definitely, if I end up using this palette up, I would definitely buy it again. Yeah, so pretty. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to keep going and just move on to another color. Just so, like I said, this doesn't get too long and not fun to watch. All right, so we're going to do the purple next. The purpley color, which is another beautiful one. We'll put that one here. It's interesting. The other ones are pretty much stick to their color, but the purple, you can almost see a variation where you can see some blue within the purple. It's like a almost iridescent type quality to the purple one, which is beautiful. It's just a little different from the other colors, which is interesting. Okay, there's the purple. Just give a little shimmer showcase here, how it's looking. All right, and then let's see, what else did I want to use? I haven't used the pinky color yet, so we'll get a pinky color down on the page, and I actually don't have too many paint splatters left to do. So let's see, I think maybe I'll do this one here in a pink. Well, I guess I'm noticing now that there's a difference between, so these circles here I'm seeing as bubbles, but then up here these blobby ones are I think they're paint, so we're gonna color them not like bubbles. So I will take the pink and we'll do a, oh, I thought I got my hand in it for a second. We'll do a pink blob of paint here. Didn't pick up as much on my brush as I thought. Let's see if I can get a little more. There we go. That's better. I think I need to add more water to my paints. They're starting to dry, thicken up a bit. That's why I'm getting this more difficult to spread out. All right, we'll see how that dries. I may need to add another coat on top of that one because I feel like that one might end up being a bit patchy just because the paint was starting to thicken a little bit and I needed to add more water. But that's okay. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add some of the white pearly paint to the bubbles here. And we'll show that. Excuse me. Add a little more water to that pink so it's ready to go for me. I may also do that splash as pink once I let my water soak in again, just so you can see how that one ends up looking. All right. Try and hit these bubbles. There we go. So pretty. Oh, I love it. All right. There we go. And we'll get this one here as well. There we go. Oh yeah, I love that. I don't know if you can see. It's always hard. You just don't get quite the same effect on camera as in person, but I think you can see that those bubbles are shiny now. Pretty shiny, pearly color. Okay, and then I think, I don't know, I still haven't decided about these stars, what I want to do with those. I may make them silver. I'm not sure. There is not a silver in this set, which is probably my one downside to the set in all of the things, is that it would have been nice to have a silver in a metallic set. There is a gold color, so we've got the gold color covered and the pearly covered. There is like a slate, which is nice to have too, but it's not, it's too dark to be a silver, so oh, kind of went out on that one. Yep, I will have some cleaning up to do with my black pen, but that's okay. We can do that. All right, now I actually don't have too much left to do. Maybe I will go ahead and do, I haven't used the yellow yet, so maybe I'll go ahead and try the yellow out. And we'll I'll do this big splash down here and then maybe one of the ones over there. So let's at least show the yellow. I was debating on using this yellow for the stars, but I'm just not sure. Oh, decisions, right? I think to me that is the hardest thing of coloring, is making the decisions about the colors. That's a pretty color too. I like it. Yeah, and I will say, I mean, obviously I'm no expert in watercolors, and obviously I don't own the more expensive brands or any of the handmade ones you can get. So, you know, I don't have that to compare to. Um, but I think I can say that, you know, as a beginner, I'm using these. I like the way they're laying down. I like the effect they give to the paper and um or to the pictures. And yeah, so while I can't compare it, I think that if you're in the situation I'm in where you need a budget option for paints or would like one, that this is a good one to try. So I'll just say that. Let me see if I can get this here. I think I'm going to do this one in yellow as well. And then I may just stop it here and finish the rest off camera just so I'm not boring everybody. But I think I did manage to use almost all of the colors in the palette, so you can see them going down. Here's where we are so far. Kind of give a little shine cam here. There we go. Yeah, let's see. So I did not use this one here, which I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to. It's darker, and I don't know if I want to go that dark. We'll see. I may end up. And I did not use this one. Did I? Now I've lost track. See, this one and this one are quite similar. They are a little different, but yeah, so I use the red version. This is sort of the orangey tone. And then we have a yellow and then gold and then a light yellow. Yeah, so I'm going to work a little more on this and we'll see what I end up with. I don't know. I may end up trying this on the stars. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just not sure about those. They have me completely stumped. So I'm going to stop here and I will come back and show you the all finished picture once I have everything filled in. And I'll be back with that. Okay, so there she is, all finished. I really like the way it turned out. I'm happy with it for sure. I had a lot of fun using that paint and adding some shine to it. And I did decide to go ahead with I used my silver in the UB gel pen set that I have because I knew that silver was more of a matte finish almost. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't have as much shine as the paint, which I didn't want it to. I didn't want it to be, just shine, shine, shine everywhere. So I was going for a slightly different tone there, I guess you could say, or finish. Um, and I do still need to go back and go over a couple of the lines where I went over just a bit, but I wanted to let it dry a little bit more before I do that. But I'll just lift it up here so you can kind of see the variation in the page. And yeah, I can't more recommend these paints. I really, really love them. They're so much fun to use, and I'm really enjoying them and happy I found something that just works well for my budget, basically. And I did want to mention that the Amazon reviews, it's rated at 4.5 stars. So clearly, I'm not the only one who feels that way about these paints, which is good to know too. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing them and seeing them in action a little bit. And if you're interested in checking them out yourself, again, I will have that linked in the description box. And I think that will do it for today. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.